somebody said it looked a lot like a 1950s airline logo, and I was like, I kind of see that. There's Breonna Stewart. I can't make heads or tails of what that shit's supposed to be. Asia Wilson, okay.
At long last, after months of watching Nike celebrate everyone except the true star of the WNBA, Caitlin Clark finally revealed her own signature logo. And the reaction across the league? Let's just say the envy is hard to miss.
So this just happened a few minutes ago, and it was a long time in the waiting. Many fans were wondering where Nike has been with any Caitlin Clark merchandise whatsoever, but developing a signature logo and a signature shoe does take time. So without further ado, here is Caitlin Clark's official Nike signature logo. There's a statement that says, Caitlin's signature logo pulls you in like her game. It features interlocking C's. Her mark is emblematic of ever-expanding.
Aya Wilson thought she had Nike basketball locked down with her A1 shoe deal. But Nike handed Caitlin something that's on a whole different level. An iconic logo that's not only making money, but also taking over the culture. The chatter online is non-stop, and the frustration from Aya Wilson is just as loud.
I've been telling y'all to stay patient. I've been telling y'all that Nike takes their time, that Asia Wilson's shoe deal was 2 years in the making, that Paige Beckers had PEs, not her own signature shoe, and that Caitlin Clark's was 100% coming. And people kept saying, oh, Nike fumbled the bag with Caitlin. It has to get out there. Nike fumbled the bag. No, they didn't. It takes time. She's got to develop a whole freaking product line. But they just announced, breaking news right now, we have a logo. That is the official Caitlin Clark Nike logo. And it's not just that. I mean, this is cool. Nike has just announced that a signature product line will be dropping soon with signature shoes coming in 2026. Now, this is going to be her logo for all of her Nike stuff that is Caitlin Clark official stuff, just like we have the Asia Wilson line where she has her logo on all.
Nike introducing Caitlin Clark's logo felt like the company finally realizing who really carries women's basketball. Those double C's are more than a design. They're a statement aimed at everyone who tried to keep Caitlin in the background while pushing other names forward.
All right, subtle commercial, nothing too crazy, no big bang. But here we go, folks. If we look at this right here, this is the Easter egg I'm talking about. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 billboards. 8 billboards. October, December, November, January, February, March, April, May, the start of the WNBA season. Is that when these shoes are going to drop? Is that when these shoes are going to drop in May? We know that come October, we're going to get some merchandise. We're going to get some apparel. But the shoes, they said, coming soon in 2026. How soon? May 2026.
The same player who turned women's basketball into must-see TV, who sells out arenas coast to coast, has finally been recognized with a logo that matches her superstar reputation. And Aya Wilson? She's definitely not thrilled.
So a lot of people spend a lot of time and money and resources to be able to have an opportunity to come watch this team play or come watch me play. And, I certainly understand that. And I try to make as much time as I can to sign an autograph because that can really impact somebody's life. I mean, who knows? Maybe they're going to put that up in their room and look at it every single day and have something to dream about and something, that they want to be one day. And, being able to do that and take, like I said, 10 seconds, like it's the little things that really go a long way that impact young kids. So it's not something I take lightly at all.
The hype is off the charts. Experts are already saying Caitlin's first shoe line could bring in $100 to $150 million when it drops in 2026. Meanwhile, Aya Wilson is back on social media asking why she doesn't have the same spotlight, even though she's a 3-time MVP. But here's the truth. Caitlin Clark is now the face of the league, and Nike finally treated her like it.
Celebrate her logo debut with this soft cotton logo tee. And you know what's interesting about this design? It does look like they are interlocked, but if you kind of squint your eyes, it also kind of looks like a very dimensional one C in front of the other one. I don't know if that's just me. According to Nike, the shirt is available, but it's not available just yet, but you can be notified for when it does go on sale. I can only imagine it's going to get sold out.
Here's what makes it sting for Wilson. She signed with Nike in 2018. It took her 6 years to land her first signature shoe, which came out in 2024. Caitlin? She's in her rookie season and already has a logo that broke the internet. Wilson's A1 release barely caused a ripple.
A lot of people have been getting on Nike because they don't feel like they have been promoting Caitlyn as much as they should. But I will say we have to give credit where credit is due. I feel like in the past month or so, they have been tweeting about Caitlyn more. And then obviously with this shoe release, they made this super sick commercial to promote it. And of course, just today, Caitlyn Clark's new Kobe PE shoe sold out in less than a minute. And I saw so many tweets about this, so many people who were so sad that they missed out on this shoe. I saw that there was this one Dick's store and people were lined up around the corner, like camping out trying to get the shoe. I also heard that Nike stocked about 14,000 of these, and that is an unconfirmed report, but they sold out in less than a minute. If that's any indication of what a Caitlyn Clark signature shoe will do, I think Nike better continue to get on it and get ready to launch this brand for.
Critics can be upset, but Nike is following the numbers. Caitlyn boosted WNBA viewership to levels not seen in decades. The league averaged 657,000 viewers per game, and almost every million-view matchup involved Caitlyn's Indiana Fever. She didn't just boost interest, she transformed it. Meanwhile, Wilson's games barely trend outside her core fan base. Instead of accepting that, she's throwing subtle shade while quietly negotiating her own extension with Nike.
I lost all respect for A'ja Wilson. I don't want to hear her opinions. I don't care what she has to say from this point on. When you keep a Nike deal 2 years in secret while you're spewing all that crazy stuff about Caitlyn Clark in the Time magazine, read what she said in the Time magazine, yet you had a Nike deal the whole entire time.
And here's what's really frustrating for A'ja Wilson. She's had to watch Caitlyn Clark dominate the spotlight, even while injured. Brand deals, endorsements, and now this logo. Wilson can keep winning MVPs, but she doesn't bring the cultural spark Caitlyn does naturally. The logos tell the story. Caitlyn's is clean, sharp, and instantly recognizable. Wilson's? It looks more like an afterthought.
Years, A'ja Wilson truly co-created her new A1 signature basketball shoe and collection to ensure every detail is authentic to her and her community.
And guess who's speaking there? Good old Cheryl Swoops, who's part of Nike and knew the whole time too. So Cheryl Swoops spewing all that crap about Caitlyn Clark. Yeah, you knew that A'ja Wilson's going to be coming out with a shoe deal, with a collection and everything.
Nike isn't playing around anymore. They're putting all their weight behind Caitlyn Clark because she's not just another player. She's a phenomenon. She's bringing in kids, families, casual fans, and even people who never followed the WNBA before. She's been with Nike since her college days, so when they launched those double Cs, it felt real, not staged. Her first shoe, set for 2026, is already expected to be record-breaking. Wilson's A1? A polite nod from the market, nothing more.
Somebody said it looked like Chanel. I said it looked like Gucci. But whatever it is a luxury sports brand. I can't think of very many luxury sports brands. Guys, yeah, do you like, I'm a fashion guy. And I understand what Nike is doing. Nike is trying to get into the luxury brand style, the luxury department style, almost a little bit getting out of sporting. If they successfully do this has never been done.
That $28 million Nike contract Caitlyn signed is already looking like a bargain. The company isn't even banking on shoe sales alone. It's about the influence she brings. Wilson's new deal is one of the biggest in women's basketball, but no one's talking about its impact. On the flip side, Caitlyn's drops sell out instantly. Her merch overloads Nike's servers, and the resale market is through the roof. Wilson's release? A small blip on the radar. The fans have spoken, and Caitlyn is their star.
I think one of the reasons Nike's stock is dropping is how badly they dropped the ball with the female phenom, A'ja Wilson. I think one of their experts should have had more foresight about her trajectory into being the best women's basketball player in the world, and they should have given her a signature shoe probably 2 years ago. Regardless of the sudden burst of media interest in the WNBA, thanks to the likes of Angel Reese and Caitlyn Clark, A'ja is a proven winner and one of the brightest spots in all of basketball. The fact that A'ja's shoe deal emerged into the media after Caitlyn's deal was already publicized gives reactionary vibes instead of...
Here's the real issue. Aya Wilson isn't lacking talent. She's one of the best in the game. But she believes talent alone equals superstardom. She can't wrap her head around why Caitlyn, even while sidelined, creates more buzz than her MVP season. The numbers don't lie. Clark's games average over 1 million viewers, compared to about 400,000 for others. Road attendance spikes nearly 90% when she's in town. Wilson's awards and rings don't shift the culture the same way, and that's tough for her to accept.
Caitlin Clark signature shoe sold out in minutes. It was here, and then it was gone. Poof. It reminds me of Mike Tyson back in the days. Don't go to the bathroom or the fight is over. You go, girl.
Nike investing in Caitlyn's signature collection is a big step for women's basketball. Only 12 women have had signature sneakers in the league's entire history. Caitlyn's logo reveal got more traction online than Wilson's entire MVP run. The difference isn't small, it's massive. Caitlyn is being positioned as a true leader for the sport, while Wilson's line struggles to catch attention.
It's about time, Nike. Y'all have taken long enough. It should not have taken this long for you guys to get this stuff together. I don't know what the holdup was. Actually, I do believe I know what the holdup was. Y'all didn't want a bunch of people hating and mad and all that. I know. I'm ready for this merch to drop. Cannot wait. The Caitlin Clark merch is going to be absolutely fire. The sneakers are going to be off.
So, while Aya Wilson continues trying to downplay Caitlin Clark's impact, Nike is doubling down on their biggest star. That logo wasn't just a design, it was a clear message. Nike knows Caitlin Clark is the future. Wilson can keep her MVPs and titles, but Caitlin has the one thing that matters most: the ability to crash websites, drive sales, and redefine what's possible for women's sports.